Dear viewers, welcome to yet another edition of Your Life, Your Money. Today's video is dedicated to age group 25 to 35. This is an age band which is full of possibilities. It's a slippery phase of somebody's life. If you do things the right way, it can lay a foundation for a beautiful life ahead. If you do mistakes, probably it can result in a situation where you cannot retrieve beyond a particular point. Let's try to understand how you can create a beautiful, successful life financially and socially by following simple 8 steps that I'm going to talk to you in this video. Stay till the end of the videos. Each of the 8 points are equally important. This is NRI Money Clinic for you, and I am Dr. Chandrakant Bhatt, your financial guide for a happy living.
NRI Money Clinic. No hype, just the right advice.
Age group 25 to 35 is a very interesting phase. It is an orbit-changing phase. Till now, you were under the clutches of your parents. You depended on your parents for the requirement of your pocket money or your expenses and other things. Now you have become independent. And during this particular phase, you are employed. You're going to get married. You are likely to have children. All important things that will happen in your life happen during this particular period. This particular period is also marked by your inexperience. You are not experienced. You are a bundle of energy. You suddenly have a large amount of cash in your hand. You do not know what needs to be done. You get influenced by the YouTubers, you get influenced by the television, the articles, your peers and your colleagues, and you do not know what is going to be right and what is going to be wrong. So many people do the mistake, and these mistakes become very heavy. I have seen the lives of so many people. As a practitioner, I have guided so many youngsters in setting up a life in a right way. I'm going to give to you today 8 points. If you follow them to the core, make no mistake, you will only hit success in your life. Let's look at these points one by one. Point number 1, you look out to make large profits in your life. You invest in futures and options, cryptocurrencies, and in all the places, and you look out for money. The great profits will not come from stock markets or cryptos or futures and options or any trading. The real profits, the great profits, the unbelievable profits come from adding skill sets. This is a phase wherein which you are sharp. You don't have too much of family responsibilities. You are in a learning mode. You can quickly grasp the new concept. If you build those skills that are required, that will give you the highest return. When we talk about the skills are just not about the professional skills. The skills about, for example, the soft skills, your public speaking abilities, your ability to lead a team, leadership qualities, your ability to gel with the team, your ability to communicate things in a very simple way. All these things will have a very positive impact on your life. Your employability improves, your chance of getting a better job improves, you can move between the jobs. Think about the time you invest in these skill building or the amount of money you put into building the skills, and compare the amount of jumps that you get in your employment. You will realize it is hugely profitable for you to improve skill sets. Do not focus your mind on futures and options, cryptos and all these fads. Rather, focus your mind and dedicate your time to add those extra skills, and they will be very, very highly profitable in your life. Point number 2, be socially responsible. You have to be socially responsible. Social responsibility has several facets to it. Number 1, when we check through the statistics last year, close to about 13 lakh people have gone abroad for higher studies. These students, most of them have taken an education loan. Many people get the jobs and do not bother to pay back the education loans that they have taken. What happens because of this? Your reputation gets damaged. Your parents would have stood as a guarantor for this loan. Your parents may not be in a good position to pay back these loans. Your education is expensive today. It is your responsibility to clear the education loan as a responsible citizen. If you don't do, either your parents are put into difficulty or your PAN numbers are also there, and when you go in and out of the country or when you have certain income, make no mistake, one or the other day, the enforcement or the law enforcement agencies will come after you to pay for these loans. Do not do the mistake of not attending to these education loans. It's a priority. Likewise, Do take care of your parents. Your parents may not be as comfortable financially as you are today. They have put all the things that they have to make sure that you get a good education. They would have spent a lot of money. They would have used the retirement corpus. It becomes your responsibility to talk to your parents, check through their financial status, and it's a good idea that you repay this money back to your parents. They may not ask. They are very, very responsible. They don't feel comfortable to ask their children to give back the money. But it's your responsibility. You are just 22, 25, 26 years. You are still not married. You have a good salary. You can save a lot. This is the time you pay back to your parents whatever the money is that you have drawn for your education purpose. It feels good. And it feels good for your parents, and you are discharging your responsibilities. Think of all other social responsibilities you can think of. If you have to do something for your town or your school or your colleagues or anyone, whatever it is, be socially responsible, and it improves your image. It feels good inside, your health improves, and you will become more acceptable in the society. Point number 3. Go through the life's experiences without any hesitation or repentance. 20 to 35 years is an age where you can do whatever you want. You don't have too much of a family responsibilities. You are energetic. You are healthy. You can go anywhere. You don't have too much of family responsibilities still. You can do anything you want. I was recently in New Zealand and there was an option for me to do a bungee jumping. I couldn't do because my age does not permit. But if you are to be a youngster and you want to do it, try doing all these kind of an experience. It's just not the bungee jumping I'm talking about. It's just an example. You want to travel around the globe. You want to go to Antarctica. You want to go on a hiking. You want to go on a Himalayan expedition. Think about what is that you want to do. Do not worry too much about excessive saving of money. Instead, go through the life's experiences. If you cannot do it today, beyond 35, 40 years, you may find it very difficult because you have more responsibility at the family level, you have more responsibility at the career level, and every time you want to do something, one or the other things may come against you and you will not be able to do it at all. So make best use of this particular period. Do not worry too much about the money. Go through the life experiences, and at 50, 55, 60 years, you will not have repentance that I should have done it long back. Point number 4. Build a robust emergency fund. Many people say that you should go towards wealth building. I differ. If you are in youngsters, the right thing for you to do is build a robust emergency fund. The concept of an emergency fund lasting for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months is not the concept what I'm talking about. On my channel, there is a video how to build an emergency fund, how much of funds you should keep in place. All the points have been described in detail in this video. Please take time to visit this video where I have given the formulas how you can do about it. I would say at least 2 years of your requirement of monies should be there in the emergency fund. An emergency fund is not an idling fund. It can be kept in an investment mode. Why do I say there should be 2 years of emergency fund? There are reasons are maybe you want to take a break from your work and you want to pursue a skill. If you have a family, you find it very difficult to take a break because there is a family. So if you have a robust emergency fund, you want to improve your skill sets, you want to take a break, or let's say that you have a young family and there is new child which has come in the family, and because of which either you or your wife cannot work, the family finances can go for a toss. Build a robust emergency fund, and that will come handy under any circumstances that you are caught in. You will guide through that. So build a robust emergency fund and be guided by my video on this. Point number 5, to have 2 children. I'm not a family counselor, but these are my thoughts. It is up to you to decide what you want to do, but I just pour my thoughts here. These days, the marriages are getting delayed. The delayed marriage has itself a consequence. Now, post the marriage, if you delay having children, that will also result in more problems. If you are a person who want to have kids in your life, it's better if you have kids early in your life than coming at a later date. Likewise, those of you who want to have only one child, remember these will also have consequences in life. It's probably better if you have 2 children, but it's your personal decision. I'm no one to make a comment on about it. I'm just pouring my thoughts here. As we check through, even in India, the southern India is passing through a phase wherein which the reproductive rate has fallen drastically down, and in the next 25-30 years, it will result in consequences in the society. Probably youngster of today should think about it, and it may be a good idea to have early children maybe a good idea to have 2 children. Point number 6, have a simple retirement plan in place. You need not do wealth building. You don't need to build a robust wealth building plan. But what is very essential is start a retirement plan. When I say start a retirement plan, I'm not talking about building few crores of rupees, making calculation, putting it on an Excel. Should I go for ETF? Should I go for stocks? So that's not the kind of retirement plan I'm talking about. All that I'm talking to you is whatever you could be earning, take a small portion out of it and put it in a retirement plan. Anything could be fine. NPS is fine. A bank FD is fine. ULIPs are fine. Mutual funds are fine. ETFs are fine. Anything is fine. A dedicated small amount of money should be kept aside for the retirement planning. Thing that you have to follow here is once you have set aside this money for retirement plan, under no circumstances you should touch this money till the day you retire. When I say till the day you retire, retirement in practical terms is 60 and beyond. You could have retired at 50, that's a different thing. But this money, whatever you have kept now, should not be touched till the age 60. If you keep 500 rupees, that's fine. If you keep 1000 rupees, that's fine. If you can save 10,000 rupees, it's fine. What is very important is setting aside small amount of money, being very disciplined, adding on to it as years pass by, as your financial earnings increase over a period of time, keep adding to it. Make best use of the time that is available. You are a gifted person at this age because you have 30-35 years of time to make best use of this money to grow. So you can make best use of any of these activities what I said, and this can become a big amount of money. Don't do calculations, set aside that money and don't touch it. Point number 7, please underline. Believe in the principle of evolution and do not believe in the principle of revolution. At this age, you are a bundle of energy. You think everything is possible. Nothing wrong in believing it. But the reality is, revolutions do not last long. Revolutions, most of the times, will fail. Evolutions are super successful. The problem with evolution is it is slow, steady, proven, and it never fails. Revolution is an uncontrolled energy. Because of this uncontrolled nature of this energy, revolutions fail. You think that you can become rich in next 5 years. You think you can retire in next 10 years. That's part of the revolution. In fact, the entire FIRE movement, what people are talking about, is a hype. It is not a reality. If somebody becomes financially independent, that's fine. When we talk about FIRE, financially independent and retire early. To be financially independent, that's fine. To retire early is against the nature. So if you become financially independent, which is most difficult, if somebody becomes financially independent at a very young age, it has to do more with luck than as a design. So don't take these exceptional cases and think that the entire masses can become financially independent in next 10 to 15 years. That will not happen. You can't mass produce that idea. It's an exception. It's a randomness. Don't get fooled by this kind of a randomness or one story of somebody becoming financially independent. It is the financial industry which has played this model on you. So you have to go through an evolutionary phase. First part of your life is always going to be a struggle. First part of your life is all about experiences. You play the game during this first part of the life in the correct way. Don't do mistakes. Go slowly. Believe that the good days will come in your life at a later point of time. The second half of your career, which is starting from 45 to 50 years, will be the period where you see all good things of life. So you should enjoy this period here. That is what I said in my earlier point. Go through the experiences of life. Don't have repentance. That's the way the life is going to be played. You should not have repentances. If you believe in evolution, then everything will fall right in your place. Point number 8, have a good financial plan. You may make fun of me, or you may think that I'm telling this from a business point. Have a good financial planner. Have a financial planner who has an ethical mindset. Do your due diligence. A financial planner can make a lot of difference in your life. You are a bundle of energy. There should be somebody to keep control on this energy. There should be somebody to guide you on the right path. When you do things on your own, what you know is what is that you are going to save. But you do not know what is that you might lose. What are the mistakes that you make? It is very ordinary to learn from your own mistakes. It is extraordinary to learn from others' mistakes. It's a good idea to learn from somebody who has already done mistakes, somebody who has gone through the life experiences, somebody who knows what works and what doesn't work. Instead of that, you try to do things on your own, then probably things may not go as you want. One of the things people do is they try to oversave. This creates cravings and you can't stick to the discipline. Rather, save less and do it the right way and go through. That's what I'm telling here is that you have to go through the experiences here, believe in the evolution, work with a financial planner, and they can make a big difference in your life. When you're working with a financial planner, it involves certain costs. Obviously, it's a business for the financial planners, but it relieves you of the time pressure that you have. I told you in my first point, the highest profits you make by improving your skill sets, adding to the skill set. You get time to add skill sets. You can study, you can devote time to your families, and that is where most of your profits of life will come. Not from mutual fund, not from your trading, not from anything else. So if there is a lack of focus because of this financial activity bothering you, then you will not be performing at your fullest. Make best use of financial planner. If you're somebody who is convinced with what I say, and if you are looking for a financial planner, you can make best use of financial planners under the expert team of NRI Money Clinic. We have a team of experts who can guide you in the right way, who can handhold you, who can promise you and stay with you throughout your life. If you have an intention, all that you have to do is reach out to us. How to reach out to us? Very simple. Our contact number is given in the description box below. Send us a WhatsApp message. We have also provided a link there for the WhatsApp. Just click on the link. It takes you to the WhatsApp. Send us an exploratory message and our team of experts are ever ready to help you. One thing what I can say for sure here is we are ethical practitioners. We are honest practitioners. We don't do anything wrong for the sake of money. That's a promise we make to you. Dear viewers, hope the video that I have done today helped you to understand what are the right things you need to focus on. If it give you the direction, do not forget to give me a thumbs up. If you are somebody who is yet to subscribe for my channel, please do hit that subscribe button right now and press the bell icon. Do not miss one single video that we produce on this channel. We give you 2 videos, one on Tuesday, one on Friday, and these are all filled with values. Do not miss any one of them. By the way, do not forget to share these videos with your friends and relatives, near and dear ones, and on all the WhatsApp groups on which you are connected with. Thank you very much for watching this episode on NRI Money Clinic. I shall be back with you with yet another thought on your life, your money next Friday. Till then, stay safe. Jai Hind.
Press the bell icon for more details and subscribe our channel.